Hey guys, welcome back. It's Crystal Hurley. I'm doing another makeup tutorial for you, this one focusing on the eyes. We are going to be doing a green holiday eye using the Splurge Cream Shadow in the color Assertive. It's a beautiful green. We'll also use the Addiction Palette number 3 for this black color here called Irate. We'll be using that in the crease. To blend it all out, we will use Provoked, which is a Younique pigment. You could use this either wet or dry. We'll be using it dry, okay? To prime our lid, we're going to use Younique Eye Primer. And if you have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, it's the same thing, but the Younique brand is cheaper. And to start as a base, you can use one of two products. I like to use NYX is ESB01. It's a white color in the pot. They have the same exact thing in a stick form. It's a shader stick and it's called Milk. It is white also. It'll really help this green pop on my eye. It'll also help it last. So that with the primer together, it will not budge. And the way this Splurge Cream Shadow works, it goes on really smooth and moussey, but it dries to a nice finish. You don't have to worry about any creasing. We're gonna blend other colors with this, but you can use these alone on the lid. It's just an easy swipe and go type thing. If you this product is amazing. Plenty of colors. I'll put some more on the screen so that you can see all the other colors. They're beautiful. We just introduced some matte splurges, which is amazing. Okay. The only thing I have on right now is the Younique Instant Lifting Serum. It's a product that we just introduced. I think it works great. It's sleepless nights. You guys know about how it is to have a new baby and the holiday season. It's a lot of trying to celebrate and spending time with family. So I'm tired, and hopefully you guys will see a difference in these crow's feet, which I already see a difference in crow's feet and redness, okay? All right, to start this off, we are going to use our primer potion right here. You just need to add a little bit on the tip of your finger, like a tiny little bit. Like that is too much, so I'm gonna share it with the other eye. This is why women who wear shadows that don't have to reapply it, it's just there all day, and they don't have to worry about creasing, which is when you get those little lines that settle into your eyelid. They don't have to worry about creasing. They don't have to worry about if you have oily lids. You don't have to worry about that product disappearing, which I have seen happen. I'm putting a little bit more product on to put on the other eye. A little goes such a long way. Like, you really don't need much. I make sure to put it inside my inner eye because we tend to be a little darker in there, and I want, if you were putting face makeup on, it'll help it also stick. But you see how you tend to be, it's a little discolored in this area. If you were to prime it with this before you put your eye makeup on and your face makeup, it really makes a difference. But I do my eye makeup before I do my face because I don't want to have to worry about fallout. Here we go. So I've primed it. Now I'm going to go in with this white eyeshadow base. And I'm going to use, this is a Sephora small shader brush. It's flat. I like to use that for such things. You don't need a whole lot of product. You can always start with a little, and then you can build it up. That goes for anything that you're putting on your face or your eyes, okay? So as you can see, it literally is white. I'm putting it on a little thicker than I normally would because I really want this green to pop. Normally also when I put things on my lid, any color on my lid, I start with the lid color first and then I do my shading and my contouring of the eye and all that. This time, because I want what I want to do with this Splurge Cream Shadow, I'm going to do all the other stuff first, the contouring, the shading, all that first, and then I'm going to go in with that cream shadow and put it on. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Work quickly, the stuff dries quickly. And I'm going to just use my finger up here because I want it to blend in. I don't want any marks of demarcation. I still want this area to blend, but this area, I want that green to really show up. And this brush is really good because I can get right down in there, okay? Put a little bit more product on the brush. And you're using like a patting, swiping type motion. Make sure it's the same amount. Kind of blend it out there. Because I don't want it to have that white when I'm blending. But just a little bit more. You okay, Ryan? Okay, perfect. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Provoked. You just take the lid off for those of you that have it. It's like a sifter top. And I use the top as a container. Okay, so I'm putting just a little bit of product in there. I am going to use my fluffy brush that I only use for just this purpose. It's my MAC 217. It's my favorite brush, and I only use it for this color. As you can see, it's been washed. It still has the color on it, okay? So I'm going to dip a little bit in the product, tap it off, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the crease area right here. This acts as a great blender. It's a great transition color. It also just adds a pretty color in that crease area. So you can kind of get away with using almost any color if you use a great transition color. So I'm placing it right on the brow bone and blending it out just a touch. Okay, let's put a little bit more on the brush for the other eye. And normally I take it down that little area right here and straight down the side of the nose and up a little bit. It's the beginning of my contour. Okay, so just blend that out well. You can go back and put a little bit more on, which you definitely will. Okay. All right, now let's go in with the Splurge Cream Shadow now that we have that done. Actually, let's try this another way. I normally would do it this way, but let's try it another way just to see, just for kicks. We're gonna go ahead and grab that black Irate. With that, I'm going to use this Sonia Kushak. Wait, take that back. I'm going to use this liner shader brush from Younique. I'm going to use the shader part. Dip it in just a little bit, tap some off. I'm putting it right in the outer crease, blending it. Kind of making how you would do a wing, but not necessarily. So it's kind of in a triangular shape right in here. Keeping the darkest point right at the edge and blending it in to the crease right there. The reason why I decided to do this now instead of after I place the cream shadow on, because I don't want to interrupt the cream shadow from setting. So I'm going to try this, because then you have to go back in and put some more product on, which is not a big deal, but okay, putting another little bit on there for the other eye. Blending through that crease. Put a little bit more on there. Blending through the crease. no further up than the brow bone. That when you get the product on the top of the brush, it kind of blends it just enough product that you need to blend that out and not have to add product. So it's not dark like a raccoon, but blended. Then go back in just a little bit with the product that's already on that 217 and just blend that out. Just lightly. You good, girl? That means yes, mommy. Okay, now I'm going to take the Splurge Cream Shadow. Now you can use one of two brushes. I mean, you can use a myriad of brushes, but I prefer to use any type of flat brush. Sometimes these can be called concealer brushes. I never use them for concealer. So we have the Younique Cream Shadow Brush, which is made particularly for this product. You could also use, I think this is a 242, which is a MAC brush. You can use either or. Let's use the Younique brush. So the way this product is, some of it collects on the side. A little goes a long way, so I always dig from there versus just putting it in the product. Or if you put it in the product, just kind of brush it off on the side because you don't want a whole lot. You don't want it clumping. You can go back in and add some more if you need to, okay? See how there's that clump on there? I'm going to flatten that out a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go in and pat that green on. And I know it kind of looks like I'm scrubbing. I am not. I'm patting and moving the product. Getting it in to cover that white from the base. And I'm going no higher than where that lid crease is. Pat all that in. And I'm not putting it where I put that irate because I want that black to be there. I'm going to put just a little bit more on. Patting it on. Pat, 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 pat. And it's a beautiful, beautiful sparkly green, which is perfect for the holidays. Make sure you blend and pat it well. You don't want to have any little balls of product because that will fall into your eye, okay? I'm going to get a little bit more for the other eye. Okay. Pat it on to place and then move the product where you want it. My kids are waking up from nap time, so they will be coming in this room. Be prepared. I like to get it right in the corner crease. Hey, baby. Mommy's making a video. Can you go get your iPad and go downstairs?
Can I sit on the bed with my iPad?
Sure.
Like you, bed?
Sure.
Okay, Mommy.
Hi.
How much I need it?
Hmm?
Can I take my mirror, Mommy?
Uh-huh.
In my head today?
Okay, see how you can't, okay, you can kind of see that sparkle right in there. I'm going to put a little bit more right there on the lid, and I'm placing it. And you see, because of how we put that black on first, you can see it right there, but it's blended well, okay? I'm going to take a little bit more of that black, but I'm going to use a different brush. This time, I am using this black Sonia Kusek, however you say her name. I got it from Target. It's just a flat angled brush. I'm going to put it in here, tap, and I'm going to put a little bit more product right in It's right there, baby.
Can I have one of the cookies?
We'll talk cookies later.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just patting it right there in the crease. And the little product that's left on the longer part of the brush, I'm using that. Hi, baby. You guys are like, how many kids does this woman have? Okay, put a little bit more on this side. I'm patting it in and bringing it up just a little bit. Go to your room then. Sasha, please stop that. You got kids, you know. Man, go back up. Back up. Thank you. Okay, well, I'll feed you in a second. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to shade just a little bit more. Grabbing just a little bit more of this Provoked. Yes, baby. And I'm blending this out. Go share with one of your sisters. I'm going to blend it out right there. Yes, Sasha. Okay, go. A little bit more right there because I don't want it to just be black. Okay. And that's that. So simple, so easy. This splurge has sparkles in it, so although it looks kind of easy, turn that down a little bit, baby. Though that looks a bit easy and simple, it has some really pretty shimmer there, which will really show and people will love it, okay? Now I'm going to use my Perfect eyeliner under my eye to line it. Let me do this in the mirror so that I don't, I'm sharpening this brush just a little bit so that I don't poke my eye out. And just because of the shape of my eyes, I don't bring the liner all the time, all the way in. I just bring it up to the pupil. And I'm going to bring it out. Okay, let me sharpen this just a little bit. There we go, perfectly sharp. And following the natural edge of my eye, I'm bringing that out right there. Morgan, baby, I'm making a video. Gonna do the other eye. These liner pencils are awesome. They go on really smooth. It doesn't, you don't have to worry about that harsh dragging of your skin. It just gives you exactly what you need. And then once you place it there, it stays. If you want to smudge it, you need to do it quickly because it stays. Okay, I like to use liner pencils under my eyes, but I like to use liquid liner on the top of my eye, okay? So this one is just a cheap, who is this, beauty supply store Ruby Kiss liner because I'm out of my Younique liner in the color black. So it's just this black. Again, let me use my mirror. Start in the middle of the eye. And then join the edge of that line that I started there. And that's kind of giving you a double line, which is kind of cute. Okay, and then go back in and get the inner eye. I have to look in this mirror so that I don't get this right in my eye. Okay. And I'm doing a double wing right here. Just subtle. It doesn't have to be a big deal. You can extend the line and have a really big dramatic cat eye if you like, but this one's just going to be, I want the green to be the showcase of this, okay? Let's go back in on the other eye. Start in the center. Work your way out. And we're doing a double wing. I'm going to extend that bottom one just a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit more product on the brush. And then finish this eye going from the inner eye out this time. You guys see that? Yeah. And if I wasn't filming this, I would pull it just a little bit. Really gentle. You're supposed to be gentle with your eyes. Okay. Do I want to do that on this side? Yeah, let's go for it. Okay. All right, that's the liner. Next part, you cannot finish out without your mascara. I'm using the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara Plus. This is the new revamped version, which will be available for you guys January 1st. So get in on your pre-order. You guys know the deal. Gel, fiber gel. So I'm going to, yes, baby. No. Okay, so I'm just making sure I get the product from lash to root. First go around. After that, not lash from root. Or root to tip, that's what I mean. Okay. And I'm only gonna do one lash so you guys can see the difference. Morgan, Sean, and Sasha, I am making a video. Please hush or leave. Go to the playroom. Sorry, y'all. Okay, look at that just with the mascara. Making sure it's separated. Get those corner lashes. Okay. Gel, fiber. When you first get it, all of it comes out. Not all of it, but a whole lot comes out. So just press it in, pack it in the back of your hands, because you don't want a whole lot of product. A little goes a long way. So I'm going to do just the tips. I want length, not volume. If I wanted volume, I would go mid lash to tip. Okay. And you can be really gentle. You don't have to like go crazy pressing it in. It's getting on there. Okay. That's just the one coat. I'm going to let this sit for a second. I'm going to take a sip from this cup right here. Thanks, Bacardi. Okay, I'm just going to let it sit for a second just to mimic the time that I would be doing this other eye. Another little quick tip, for those of you who have curly lashes or just to help in this quick drying process, if you were to grab your blow dryer, put it on the cool setting, give it a shot, perfect, okay? So I'm going to go back in with the gel to seal up those fibers. So gel, fiber, gel. Just where I placed the fibers. So I'm not going from root to tip this time. I'm just going on the tips. And I find this back and forth motion straightens out the fibers without putting a whole lot of product on there. Look at that. And that is with one stinking coat. Look at that. Look at that. And of course I'm going to do another coat so I can show you that. And I'm going to let this sit for just a second. While that is drying, I'm going to go back in with my Perfect liner. I'm going to take that and just go back in again with it. I'm going to extend that line right there. And then I'm going to take this black and I'm going to put just a little bit. Yes, Sasha? Okay, baby. I'm almost finished. So then I put just a little bit there. I'm taking that Addiction Palette 3 again. I'm putting it, this liner sheeter brush back into that Irate. And I'm going to put just a little tap right there. I find that I like to do this after I have finished at least 1 or 2 coats of my mascara, just to show, you know, so I can look at it and see where exactly I wanted to amp up that color in the crease. And then I'm just going to take whatever remaining product is on there just to blend that. One more coat. This is the gel, just the tips, back and front. I could sit here and do this part like all day. So I'm just coating just the tips, okay? And at this point you can think of it like a glue. Now I'm taking the fibers and I'm just going to put just a little bit more right on the tips of the ends, not right here, just at the ends. I like it to be a graduated lash. And while I'm stopping at 2 coats, if I was going out for the night, I would probably put a 3rd coat, right? Wouldn't mommy do that? Okay, so gel, fiber, gel. Again, you're only going to put it on the tips, not root to tips. My kids are over me. I'm doing the back and the front because I put fibers on the back and front. Wherever you put those fibers, you want to follow up with the gel to seal it in. If not, those fibers are going to fall right into your eye. Okay. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm sure my kids got on your nerves. I apologize. Hopefully, I'll be able to do better. Have a great night, guys. Enjoy the holidays. Happy New Year's, and have a good one. MakeupAddict2.com. That's where you can find all these products. Again, MakeupAddict2.com.